Hello, good afternoon. I am so excited to have this opportunity to share this presentation with you. This is Erica Leggett, also known as the Library Queen, and today I'll be sharing with you about taking down the library walls using social media. What is the purpose and what does that look like? So, the goal, of course, is for curation and collaborating. I consider all of you who are viewing this, if you are in the library world, you are a curating, collaborating superhero to me. And the social media tools I'll be sharing are all tools that have been around for a while, but now we're going to take a look at them to see how you use them with your library program. Curating, we know, is creating new meaning and perspectives with existing content. So these are already social media tools that exist, like I mentioned. And collaboration, of course, happens because these tools that I'm getting ready to share with you will allow you to connect with your students, your teachers, administrators, parents, and others around the world. The four tools that I will be sharing with you today are Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Remind. I'm pretty sure all of you out there, I know, have all heard of at least one, if not all of these. But now we will look at them as tools to advocate and showcase your school library. So, this is the Facebook page that I created for my library. As you can see, the library is not called the library, but it is the Oak Park Literacy Hub. That's important because I feel that any school library should be the hub or the central place where students are receiving and getting resources from technology all the way to books. So our library is called the Oak Park Literacy Hub. So this is the front of the Facebook page. So as you know, Facebook being one of the most popular social media tools, this program will allow you not only to connect with your students and parents, but it is a great networking tool for your library program. You can use it to share community events. You can use it and connect YouTube videos into your Facebook page. And so those that are viewing, whether it's your staff or your students, parents, they are able to see those things that are happening. I know I like to make sure that I promote the public library as well as the school library because, as you know, our doors don't stay open all day long. I'm sure the students and parents wish it did, but it doesn't. And so now students need another avenue or some way that they're able to connect with the resources, literature, the different things that they'll need to be successful students. And so I always like to promote if there's a library card drive happening at the public library, or sometimes they do give away books, or you can buy a bag of books for a small amount of money. And so I like to make sure that I promote those things on the Facebook page because I know that students and teachers and parents are all looking at them. The next one. This is the Literacy Hub's Instagram page. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. And let me just point out that I work at the elementary level. And so a lot of the students follow the Literacy Hub, but as a safety precaution and just protecting myself as well as the school and the school district, I do not follow a lot of the students, but they do follow the Literacy Hub, which is great because I always tell them, if you take a picture in the Literacy Hub, please tag the Literacy Hub. So this is just the front portion of the Instagram page for the Literacy Hub. So Instagram is another great tool to use for connecting with your students. Kids and teenagers are into taking pictures of everything. So Instagram allows you to post pictures or short 15-second videos. And like I mentioned before, I always tell my students if they take a picture in the Literacy Hub, make sure to share their location and hashtag the Literacy Hub. When you hashtag, you're sharing your location. That brings promotion to your page. And so even if it's not just only our students and parents and staff connecting, but others out there are able to follow and at least see, what we're doing in our school library. So yes, tagging your school is important. Hashtagging and whatever the name of your school library is, and this allows you also to grow in popularity. Next is a personal YouTube channel. This here is my personal YouTube channel. Oh, commercial time. Go and visit Library Queen E. But this is my personal YouTube channel. Creating your own personal YouTube channel has great benefits for not only your school library, but for you as a library professional. How many times have you searched YouTube for a how-to video or for something entertaining? I know a few librarians that in order to free up their time for checking in books and getting the lesson prepared or ready for the students, they will actually put on a YouTube video of the story that they would want to share with their students. And as you know, if you work at the elementary level, you're using your voice constantly because you're having to read to the students. And so actually finding the story that you would like to share on YouTube is a great idea to give your voice a rest, but also take care of things that you need to before you and your students start into your lesson. If you're middle, high school, this is a great advocacy tool because you know that students are using YouTube, and with the correct permission from parents and from administrators, you actually could have your students creating book trailers, doing book commercials during banned book week, and posting it on the YouTube channel for others to see. So YouTube channel has great benefits, like I mentioned, and YouTube is a great place to search for good ideas to incorporate into your library program or even share videos with your students. I know I have the Big Six research process and a few book trailers on my YouTube channel, and I'm always telling students, go and check them out for my fifth graders, so that I could use their time wisely and productively when they would visit me in the library. They needed to go and view the Big Six research process online. That way, when they come back to me, now they've already viewed it and I can get into teaching them and talking about doing research. So it has many benefits, but this is also a promotional tool to inspire students to read or to visit their school library. So YouTube is a great tool. Now, remind. Remind for your school library, I think, is awesome. I know a lot of teachers utilize this, and that's great. They use it for their classrooms, but I can see it definitely as a tool and a resource that can be used for your school library. So, Remind is a communication tool you can use to reach and connect with students and parents. It is safe, it's simple, and my favorite part, of course, it's free. So, you are able to send reminders, important updates, or share events with students and parents. And students and or parents can subscribe either by text, email, or using the app. And they do have the app on the Play Store and the iTunes Store. But those are three different ways that they can connect to your classroom or your library. And all their personal information is kept private, so they don't have to worry about that. But it is such a useful tool. I know that it has taken me some years, but we have a library culture at my school site. And so, with that said, parents and students, they do want to know, okay, what's coming up? What's happening? I mean, even if I use it to simply let them know that the library is closed for the day, I can do that all through this platform. It's really great. I know a lot of teachers who use it to connect with their parents and students that they have. And so I see this as a great tool to use also in your school library. So we have to take a look at all of this. I know it's a lot to digest. So you have to think, what am I going to do, or what will you do to take down your library walls? And by all means, you don't have to incorporate all four of these at one time, but take a look at how can you use at least one of these in your school library. You know, with Common Core and getting our students 21st century ready, these are skills that they need to acquire, at least those in using technology. So if you're going to be using technology, you want them to be using it safely. And having the social media actually opens a door for you to have a conversation with your students about digital citizenship, being responsible when you're using online tools or social media, how you can use it, you know, what to do if something happens while you're using it that makes you uncomfortable. So this is a great avenue to start talking about digital citizenship, which I feel greatly is something that should be coming from the school library. Think of your space as a hub where information is filtered out to the rest of the school. So think about it, and what will you do to take down your library walls? I know I did not touch on Twitter because I just wanted to focus on those four, but Twitter is also a great tool. I can see that being a wonderful tool to use in high school and at the college level. I know at that age a lot of students are tweeting, so you can at least talk about events, library closures. If you're doing something dynamic or something special, something different in the library, you can tweet that out. Your students can begin to tweet that out. It'll get retweeted, but you are advocating and showcasing your library program. You know, I never want anybody to be in a situation where they are losing their job, but in the state of California, it's a real push to show the importance of having a good quality library program. Using the social media platform gives you an opportunity to showcase what you do, so parents, administrators, board members, superintendents, those in the community can see, oh, you know what? The library is an important place, and I don't see my child's school without a great library program. That's important. So think about it. What will you do to take down your library walls? So I hope that you enjoyed this presentation, or at least found it useful. You can see how you can begin to incorporate some of these media tools into your library program. But here's all of my contact information listed here. Please feel free to contact me. If you have any questions, you can always email me, follow me on Instagram, check me out on YouTube, follow me on Twitter. I do have a blog where I try to share useful and helpful information, so you can check that out as well. I know that maybe some of you guys might have some questions or concerns about how you begin to use these in your media program, and so you can contact me with your questions, or if you would like for me to send you the form that I give to technology of well, they've already approved it, so I send it out every year with the students, and I get them back from the parents. But if you would like to take a look at that form, see how you can tweak it to fit the needs of your school site, by all means, feel free to contact me. But I am super excited, and I hope you at least reach out and tell me how you are incorporating these media tools into your library program.